Bradley Beal, with John Wall injured, has a chance to show how much he's grown. If you want to make Bradley Beal angry, call him a shooter. He despises it. He shows you that playoff Brad edge. Or that Wrestling-with-Draymond-Green Brad edge. He would wear Celtics green before he would accept being called merely a shooter. I kind of hate the label of just being known as a shooter because that's one-dimensional, Beal said. That's all you're known for. I want to be considered as a playmaker, a guy who can put the ball on the floor and create shots for himself as well as for his teammates. Playmaker, huh? He's in luck. The Washington Wizards have a 2-week playmaking position open, now that John Wall is out for at least a fortnight to recover from the left knee injury. Although this period will be difficult, it's a chance for Beal to show more of his improvement as a complete offensive weapon. He can show that he's capable of scoring, facilitating the offense in larger doses and controlling the flow of a game. Actually, it's not just an opportunity. It's a must, for the next 2 weeks and for the remaining years of the Wall-Beal star duo. There are signs that Beal will thrive with more responsibility, signs that emerged last season and now appear more vivid. The Wizards' record the next 2 weeks may not reflect it, but their competitiveness hinges on it. Wall should pay close attention because seeing all the facets of Beal could help the point guard save his body a little during games, which needs to happen for the sake of his longevity, which is a primary concern after the Wizards tacked a $170 million supermax extension onto his contract over the summer. It would be erroneous, not to mention irresponsible, to suggest that the next 2 weeks could change the Wizards' star structure. Wall, the 4-time All-Star, remains the man. Beal, the ever-improving 24-year-old on track to be an All-Star this season, is number 2, technically. Since Scott Brooks became the head coach before last season, the two have complemented each other as well as they ever have. There's no feuding and very little of the miscommunication that strained their relationship in the past. However, it is, and may always be, a sensitive subject when the conversation is about the responsibilities of these coexisting players. The Wizards' problems in the clutch are costing them as long as Wall's play backs it up. This will be his team. But he should think of himself more as a majority owner and allow Beal to have a larger percentage of the man title. It's better for Wall's body. It's better for the team long term. And with the way NBA basketball is played currently, with free-flowing offenses and star conglomerates dominating the league, teams perform best when their top players flatten the hierarchy. The Wizards are destined to struggle without Wall. They're 10-9 right now, suffering from an inability to flourish in the fourth quarter and dropping games to inferior opponents. On Saturday, they blew a 17-point lead and lost, 108-105. To Portland in their first game after announcing Wall would receive platelet-rich plasma and viscous supplementation injections in his left knee. Now, they must play 7 of their next 8 games on the road. Wall won't be available, at the earliest, until the end of this stretch. Without Wall, the team could dip below .500. But for the long haul, this is an opportunity to recalibrate a few things so that the Wizards can play to their potential once Wall gets healthy. Beal is the biggest part of the recalibration. Otto Porter Jr. is important, too, but Beal has the most to prove. On Saturday night, he had a storybook moment felt by the reality that the Wizards are intent on making everything harder than it should be right now. Until the closing minutes of that game, Beal was playing efficient basketball and taking charge as a playmaker. He finished with 26 points and 7 assists. If the Wizards hadn't blown a big lead, the game might have been celebrated as a perception-changing result for Beal. If he hadn't missed a late jumper that could have won the game and a three-pointer that could have tied it, he would have been hailed for exhibiting the late-game heroics of a true lead dog. Instead, he went home disappointed despite putting up good numbers. In the big picture, the offense looked okay without Wall, one of the sport's finest creators. Until the final 6 minutes, the offense operated the way it should have. The problem was fourth-quarter defense. Still, There were encouraging moments, especially for Beal. "It's been a goal of mine," Beal said, of becoming a playmaker. "It's been a great transition for me. I always feel like I got more to do. I still have more to prove, and it's still a work in progress. But I'm definitely happy that I'm starting to get the label that I want." Wizards need Otto Porter Jr. to step up and speak up in John Wall's absence.